Welcome to Packrafting Fundamentals. In this video we're going to look at transitioning from water to land.
A common error we see people making when they're trying to pack their raft to get it nice and small is they leave air in their seats. So get absolutely every bit of air out the seat, and we try to make them so that they look like they're vacuum sealed. Every bit. You'll know if you've left air in your seat because when you're trying to roll your raft up nice and small, it feels like you're trying to compress a rugby ball. And you know you're never going to get that raft packed up well if you've got a seat full of air in it. So just bear that one in mind. Yeah, as always, look, paddle splashes. You're never really going to avoid it in an open raft, but we can certainly minimise it. Try and get the water out there. Let's get the paddle leash all tidied away. That can stay in here. I'm not going to use it for anything else while I'm going over land, so let's just keep that in there. Nice. My inflation bag's in the bottom of my sack, so that can stay there. Normally I'd put it in, so I'm going to just turn it the other way around, just to make it easier to see. So let's get the boat nice and tidy out on the ground. Okay, so my raft's ready to roll up. I've got this little expert bag. It's great, it's waterproof and it's small at just over 30 litres. But the great thing is, for a day trip like this, you know, I've got all the gear I need, but I've still got space inside my bag to put my raft. I like doing that because, well, it protects my raft, you know, I'm not going to catch it on fences, thorns and things like that. And it just gives a tidier bag profile. I don't look like Buckaroo as I'm sort of heading around the hills. It's quite easy to get it wrapped up to fit inside the bags. I'm going to roll my raft up so it's about this wide, the roll, and it's going to be about this round. So the roll about this wide and about this round, and that will fit in top of that bag space there. To do that, the key thing is to set the distance of the width of the roll. So there you go, like that. If I want the boat long and thin, so like a big long roll, almost like a sleeping mat, and thin, I'm going to increase this distance here. And that's going to be the distance of my first fold. So short and stubby it is. There we go, just there like that, and I'm going to fold it again and again. If you keep it tidy, it's going to compress a lot better, it's going to roll up much better. Look, each time, nice and tidy. This flat rock's really useful, but you can easily do this on any terrain really. Just make sure you just brush it off, get rid of any sort of grass and bits of grit and things like that off the boat. And then at the end, look, I want to get the roll so it meets the middle of the valve, just like that. Now, quite often it doesn't do it, it just happens to do it here, that's great, but it doesn't do it. So what you can do is just, when you get the fold, look, you can just gently shuffle the raft like this in till it meets the middle of the valve. And there's a really good reason for doing that. Let's check it out. So from here, look, I'm going to flip the raft over. And I've got this little beak sticking out, I'm going to fold it in. When I fold it in, the valve is going to sit upright, sort of vertical on the side of the raft. Okay? That's important because now when I really compress the raft, the air can escape. If I have the valve buried inside the rolls, the air will just stay in there and I'll never get the raft nice and small. So, there it is, look, it's vertical on the side. I've got a long end to the valve, long side, and shorter. I'm going to get the shorter end and fold it in. Let's turn that round so you can see better. So get the end and fold it in. So as you can see, the valve here now is held on the edge of the roll so the air can escape. Gently apply a knee to it, but don't kneel on the valve. And then give it a little squeeze, the air's just going to come out nice and easy. And then start to roll. Get it nice and tight, all the way in. And about here, I generally have to spin it round. And there we go, I've got my strap ready, so just tuck that on. Just look around a couple of times. And then I can thread it up. tighten it up. So this is quite a big raft, the Amphibio Deltram X. It's not a small raft. It'll carry 160 kilos. It's a sort of one and a half person raft, you know, one adult, one child. Great expedition boat. And it's only 1.8 kilos in weight. But look at the size of that roll, that's just tiny. And I reckon out of all the different methods I've tried, this method gets your boat as small as possible because it lets all the air escape while you're rolling. The other great thing about this method of rolling is the floor material, which is the tougher part of the raft, is on the outside. And so if you had to put this on the outside of your bag, it's going to withstand sort of knocks and scuffs and scratches a lot better, making your raft last a lot longer. So the kind of final thing I need to do is just drop the valve in, that's loose. Don't over tighten these Boston valves, you don't need to. Just there, look, just finger tight. And that's ready now to go in my bag. There we go, buoyancy aids next. Buoyancy aids are always a bit of a faff to get on your bag, especially this type of buoyancy aid. But you know what, I'm going to use one of these bungees again with a cleat lock. And this X-Bed bag's great. It's got loads and loads of stowage points on the outside and lash points, so it's quite easy to rig up a system where we can stow it really well. I'm just going to go around, look, and I go through the shoulder straps, and go through the lid, these loops on the lid. These ladder loops run all the way up. Absolutely brilliant. Great for pack rafting day bag. It's a shame they don't make a bigger one, I think, but hey. There we go, that's my buoyancy aid on. I'm just going to tie that out. Last but not least, paddle. These got these cords on the side of the bag here, mesh pockets. I love mesh pockets on the sides. Quite often paddle shafts have got a way of just creeping the way through cords and falling out. So that's a real day spoiler, that is, when it happens. So let's get those in there, look, like that, on one side. Again, shaft first, all the way down, and then on the other side, this blade in this side as well. And then there's this neat little thing here, you just pull, and that's it secure. And there I am, all good to go. See you next time.